Hello everyone. It's been a long time since I have anything on the show again. It's 21. Yeah. Uh, These are best recorded group, okay? So I just want to say, you have wisely in the house. Think the is one getting lifetime season because the world never gonna finish. I can't even work documenting in house. I will services because that just by doing the pieces, doing it with food, causing nothing. Not even roaming cars, not even getting all of the furniture, not even renting flowers. It's there. This is tired. No, so all of that is just saying, it's I would prefer study hard rather than in a lifetime prison. So being employed, getting money, and getting vacations, weekends, enjoying your life and life at your time to say. Most of your money she has this rent while raising us. You can't afford it. You can't just give her young age back. The same kind of same enthusiasm, same excitement to visit different places, to get a restaurant, you know, that feeling, it's priceless. And if I talk about the parking, it's so very, it's also feel like you have to give give everything. Not a use entire life, you are just giving them. Not even thinking about you. Not even thinking about future. All the thinking about you, this family, and all I can do to change, to support my family, I need to hard work. If I'm not doing that, then I'm not focusing on work these days. Okay, feeling dull. Makes me that I'll do something good. I have asked ChatGPT that who goes on vacation and trips with families, with everyone. They said that when you don't have any responsibility, you feel from anything. Not fully, but yeah, 80%, 90%. And you are trying to enjoy life. You can go on trips. But when you have to study, you have to take care of the family, you have to take care of yourself, and you are in the mid of making your career. So this is not called out of no responsibility, a burden of belonging. And not just responsibility, it's the right time to do it. Every field has responsibility. Necessity is the mother of the house, right? Necessity gives you and helps you to know your true potential. So keep working. And I'm shocked. The girl in my age, 1980s and 70s, if not about 60s. So they were just amazing. They were able to do everything. At that time, there were no gas. At that time, there were no tiles or no plastic houses. They have to clean that. And at that time, there was no gas stove and four stove and no that. And I'm quite shocked about it. Patience, definitely, right? And I need to have patience. I don't have patience. I'm trying to build it. And I don't have any, household chores holidays, but I'm building it. Because if you have to do it, something, and you are keep talking not negative about it, it doesn't even help you. It doesn't even you're able to focus on your work, or not even you're developing any kind of skill. It's just that you're wasting your time whole day. If you have to do it regular, every day, every single day, every day, so so you have to accept it. As soon as you accept your present state and able to reveal it in front of anyone without shame or without embarrassment, then your actual growth and real growth are. That's true. Get that. So it's better to accept the reality and then your actual growth occurs. This is my personal experience. Okay? It's getting rent. I have to put this mattress over here and this food thing should be here. Camera got really bad. It's like this. No, today, why did I talk about those girls who was in 70s, 60s, 90s, 50s, 20s? It's 21, right? 20s, 90s, 80s. I forgot how these things work. I need to. If it's a 90s song, it means 18, right? If the 80s song, then it becomes 17 something. 20s to 90s, 21 to 20s, right? So yeah, I'm extremely astonished by their efforts. Talk about Rajasthani girls and women. They were doing great hard labor. Keep the nose to the grindstone. They are doing. And like from 80s, 90s, and 20s, every girl was doing the same, except some of the exceptions. They just did something glorious in their life. And yeah, the paths were not better process for them as well. They took an effort. They did hard work. Mary Kom, Sania Mirza. We have a lot of athletes. We have a lot of genius, Kiran Bedi, and like Santosh, Miss Santosh, and you know mm, that computer genius, women computer, human computer, and yeah, a lot of girls. They said no to all of those burden Or and even the shooting grandma, right? All I wanted to say, this society is unfair, and if I say strictly, so this society hates women. They just praise boys, they praise men, and they hate girls and women. It's the harsh reality. They were just giving us illusions. I'm not talking about families. They just love their children. So if it's about other children, they begin like they started behaving in a different way, right? So this society um Hitler, becomes Hitler in terms of girls and women. They beat, they abuse, they steal, they betray, they do every single thing so that girls got hurt, women got injured. Huh? That is the thing. When I read that, I thought, yeah, it's right. The society is not made for girls and women. Girls and women should establish a different country. I'm not talking about just my country, I'm talking about all over the world. They just hate women. This society hates women. Hatredness. They don't even see us as a human. They don't even see us as kindness. They always wanted to take profit. They always wanted to do their good. They all wanted to make them their servants, right? They even after marriage, girls have to take permissions with that person to go to meet their own family, the one who gave a lot of stuff to that girl, and she can't even meet him or them just because out of nowhere a man came in her life and she will become the honor of her life for the rest of his life. Ah, it's so scary. It's so terrifying. And this society pressurized every single parent to do so. Otherwise, otherwise, they will not let their parents leave. Oh, your daughter is not been married still? That is so shame. Oh, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this society. I'm sick of all these people. Those have this type of mind. Shouldn't get married because they want to see them happy. That is the real core concept. And I understood this. And we girls have to understand that. As soon as we understand, we left all of these expectations. But don't think that our life will change with that. Only God can change. Only God can make a new universe for us where, like, I'm I'm not saying that we become honor and men and boys become servants. I don't want that. Like their work needs to be equal, right? I'm like if they are working, they both are working. The household chores needs to go to the maid, not the wife. Simple. And if you are that sophisticated family who doesn't eat from a maid's hand, then just make by yourself. Who stop you to do that? Make dinner, make lunch, make breakfast. What do you think a girl is a woman or what? A machine? What? A robot? cleaning the house. She is just unpaid labor with a high class daughter-in-law stack, right? No matter lives in slum, no matter you live in a palace, you're still a maid, just a sophisticated cat. Nobody's just coming to change it. A lot of people came and they're just saying they didn't do anything to them. Who's gonna listen to us? Who's gonna listen to us? No one. Of course, taking a job requires a lot of effort, and by doing both the things, doing the household stuff and the studies, doing both the things, I understood that even getting job is not easy. It's not a piece of cake. It requires a lot of effort, a lot of focus, a lot of concentrations, and a lot of things needs to be memorized in the head, and then you need to accurately answer that. It's not an easy task. But just because you achieve that, it doesn't mean you become the owner of someone else's life. In this country, constitute constitution giving us some rights, and that right says that everyone has Article 21 right to live. Anyone can live. You don't even want them to live. What kind of what kind of enmity you have with the girls, with the women? That is just beyond expectations, beyond imagination, and it's going from ages, and it will go after it. Nobody's gonna change it. Only God can change, because people are never gonna change. It became 200, 300 years ago. The same situation, the same thing. Just Constitution giving us some rights so that we can breathe. Otherwise, nothing else has changed. Even for the sake of living, we have to fight for every single man. After marriages, girls becomes a toy. Not even just a toy, just become a garbage. That the in-laws were handling that garbage, right? They were just like mm, they have to carry those garbage in their house. They just become changed. Mother-in-laws changed, husbands changed, everyone changed. They were just sugarcoating words before the marriage just to get an unpaid labor for free of cost. See, if cleaning the house is not a job, then tell me the home cleaning. Why did they get a lot of money? If cooking the food is not a job, then tell me the hired chef and the private chef, why did they get a lot of money? If raising a child isn't a job, then tell me. Then explain me the nanny and the daycare centers, why did they charge a lot of money? If managing their schedule or routine isn't a job, tell me the management, why did they get a lot of jobs? A lot of money. If you know, if taking the care of your money, financial and all isn't a job, then why there's an accountant? Why does it get a lot of money? You are just an unpaid labor. Even if you pick any one of it, you will be at a better place. You will get a lot of money. And I don't know, guys. This society is unfair to me. Well, that is it. Just to taking care of all the responsibilities. Life ruined. My mother has sacrificed everything just to raise us. She didn't even visit any places where she wanted to. Now she just lost all the hopes to visit anywhere. See, one of the health issues also she's facing. So she was like lost all the interest to go anywhere. And for the whole life, he was just taking care of the house, taking the tensions and worries of their house, okay? And like cleaning, washing the dishes, doing the dishes, washing the laundry, and her life just went on. And those works still didn't finish. See, if every person of the house give assistance, then the work is nothing. And should I thought the household work was like so tough. Of course it is, but it's anyone like things separated. Like it's in the 3 hours, everyone has to clean the house and doing the dishes and making the food. So one is doing the dishes, one is cleaning the house, one is taking care of the uh, food, one is taking care of the laundry, one is taking care of the dishes. And everything is finished in just 3 hours. But nobody wants to do the assistance. So why is it assistance? It's everyone's responsibility of the whole family, right? So awareness is extremely important. Listen, if you are not aware of it, so you will be doing unpaid labor and you don't even get it. And even the worst part is you will proud on yourself just for you will proud on yourself just for doing unpaid labor. That like being fool is not that bad, but being proud on being fool is a bad thing. There's a there's a terrible or pathetic thing. That's all I wanted to say. And I hope that God will change the system and at least girls have to live their life in their own way. I'm not talking about all the men, I'm not talking about all the women. They just, it's about the right person, okay? Like, even if you compare men to girls' life is hell. Simply, hell. Nothing has to do with that. Girls' life has some respect because they can angry because they are working. They can do anything. They can do orders, anything. But girls is hell. You just have to do work, sleep, work, born kids, raise, and get the school, work. It was so terrifying. I hope God will have some mercy on the upcoming girls in their midst. Hope is essential to bring a change. So we can do both. We have nothing to in our hands. We're just going for ages. Nothing changes. Girls are crying in the slums and girls are, daughter-in-laws are crying in the slums and daughter-in-laws are crying in the palace. Nothing. That's all. Thank you so much for listening and it's all for today. Take care. Bye bye. And please give us blessings so that there would be non-violence and everyone will be safe. A harmonious country, a harmonious system where both live happily, right? And the workload of outside men doesn't need to carry on their own shoulders. Women can also be a support system to them. And what support system? If they are thinking to manage a house, both the responsibilities comes to both of them, not a single person. And both will carry the outside work, both will carry the inside work, and that's all. Peace. Bye bye.